EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They start, and right away he lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air yet again, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Another run here with Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete left side to Bateman. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now it's Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They get 5 yards on the run there, still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Dobbins. A solid stiff arm. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. On fourth down, Watson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Watson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Watson. And complete right side to Cook. Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Watson. Right back to Cook for another completion. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. James Cook. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Watson. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Watson going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, 36 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, report! No, we changed it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Dobbins trying the left side. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah. Middle.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 6. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Dobbins running out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, all right, my flow.